Super Robo Tyson Alpha 3! It's your boy Zapking the Giant Robots, and this time, without the demo interrupting, welcome back to Super Robot Wars Alpha 3. Previously, we got hit with yet another side hustle, some more side stories, the guide ends, the sub-scenarios, wherein the manliest combination occurred. Shit was good. And so today, we are pre-route split. So let's go shoot some robots. No, I didn't spend any money. Out in space! Beacon of space. I guess previously, Mikoto had passed out on the spot. She's regained consciousness in Icarus' sickbay. Mikoto recalls 3 whole years have passed since the EI-01 fell to Earth. 3 years of nightmare, which is allegedly finally over. A certain comet will be visible when they get back to Earth, the same one that shone overhead 8 years ago as Guy dreamed of becoming an astronaut. He still has the locket that she gave him then, and Mikoto says that it's Guy who gave her the courage to live again. She asks Guy if he'd mind her staying with him always after this is over, saying that she's got nowhere to return to. After an uncomfortable pause, Guy says that her vital signs seem to have improved considerably. More than likely she's just built up a lot of exertion. As Guy holds her hands in his, she says that she can feel his warmth, the warmest in the world despite his hands being metal. Toshiro praises Taiga and the Alpha numbers for being generally pretty awesome and good at what they do. And Shishio Leo's noble sacrifice, which is given which has for the time being at least freed the solar system from the threats of beyond space. That, plus the victory over the subterranean forces in the Science Fortress Laboratory and the victory over Gibraltar, have gotten us down to about 1 minute of the space monsters. Really? Is Zaptor defeated off screen? Weird. Who would have thought that they would be back to the solar system this fast and using a gate no less? Toshiro and his second in command agree that the timing is far too coincidental. It's far more likely that the same force has been moving just around via the gate brought them as well. They realize that the STMC may not have been after the Earth at all, but rather Jupiter. Or maybe Icarus base. Otherwise, why come in such a small number? Does that mean that they were sent to obstruct the Carnatus project? Even Taiga is having trouble believing that they are that smart, and Toshiro figures out with Jupiter liberated, it may be time to accelerate the timetable. Taiga warns that Zapawa is too much for human hands to control, but Toshiro tells them that for Earthlings, indeed, for sentient life in general to survive, they have to use everything that can be used, even Jupiter itself. Toshiro is adamant that if the STMC are coming from the center of the galaxy, there's no choice but to count on tossing it in there, which feels like a lamentable but necessary risk if we are to have any future. Toshiro asks Taiga for help in garnering support for the Carnatus once he returns to orbit base. After he leaves, Toshiro second opines that the Earth is likely to be a royal mess on that front, but Toshiro says that Taiga is fully aware of this. Whatever happens, the Carnatus must succeed, come what criticism there may be from future generations that they are trying to guarantee. Wota then enters with Max, Milia, and even Bess. Maximilian are united in the intention to rejoin their original fleet, search for the whereabouts of the Baruda army. Bess says that at the end of much deliberation, it seems clear that remaining on Earth would be undesirable. They plan to leave the solar system, though they have yet to arrive at a concrete destination, and are planning to travel light in hopes of running away from that much more easily. Oh, to travel light. Okay, I'm trying to think like light speed, light rails. No, they're hoping to travel light in hopes of running away that much more easily. Toshida well understands the result, but has a request for them anyway, on behalf of future generations of humanity, to perform advanced reconnaissance for the Carnatus project. The whole? Taiga has everyone observe a moment of silence for the departed Leo. As such, so shall we. His brother Liger ruefully notes that the hasty Leo seems to have left behind once again, and hopes that he and Kizuna are doing well together. Guy, for his part, promises to return to Jupiter to meet his parents someday. But with the solemn stuff out of the way, time to pop off, get that champagne out, and celebrate the great victory that we have just won. As well as something non-alcoholic for the miners and the crew. Kampai! Some of the squad are marveling over Taiga's brief greeting, expecting at least 15 minutes of some Nora's sermon. Sato doesn't mind one bit, since the longer the toast, the worse the beer tastes in her experience. Asuka noticed that Misato has already had her drinking game face on. You know she done pre-gamed already. She got a flask under her coat. But Shinji figures that it's the first such chances he's had in a very long time. Misato makes it a point to see if Nataro is drinking, grapefruit juice. And joins Miru in trying to get her very uptight first officer fucking trashed. Get fucked up drunk. White girl drunk. It's great to have a good old celebration as a team for a chance, so it's a shame that some of our members are presently absent. You know, such as Banjo. Juno says that they're out there doing fine and likely to pop out of nowhere at any juncture. Beach is not so sure, and noting that the Haran conglomerate has been dismantled, and wondering if Banjo is on the run from his creditors. What? Kusaha kind of can't picture that, and Rue figures that at least Garrison should keep them on an even keel. No, now, Bullet has the question for Kusuha. He wants to get permission to return to the Tesla Rag lab. He points out that their machines were essentially engineering samples hastily prepped for combat well in advance of the actual start of mass production. He wants to hand over the massive amount of combat data they've collected and get their machines in the final form, as well as grab, perhaps, some new armaments, which can be attached on the back and various other hard points. You know, like Gespenstos and Huck Binos. The flying gear is even almost ready. Bullet stoutly and blushingly says that he simply wants to do everything in his power to get ready for the showdown with Ganlon, instead of merely wanting some more time alone with Kusaha. After a bit of ribbing and poking by his comrades, which only makes Bullet deny things even harder. Well, Kusaha says that is one of Bullet's finer points. Ryoma himself is looking pretty down in the dumps, and Hayato easily discerns that Ryoma's fretting over the solo ship's crew. They've been sent on a special mission and took Isamu and Ghoul with them on an errand deep in space. This resurrects the subject with the spacer's mistreatment at the hands of the Earthbound, which includes the Barm as well. Kazuya frets a bit over how his engagement with Erika is even being called into question in some quarters, and notes that Erika and her Rentinu have headed to Earth for a meeting with the Security Council. It would very much suck balls if something were to happen to their fairy tale romance. Meanwhile, something else is kind of bothering Mamoru. But the other kids quickly interest him in eating parfait instead. Mamoru? Oh, Mamoru. That said, he just can't get that feeling out of his head. Of course, shit is real over in sickbay. Right before Guy's eyes, Mikoto metamorphizes into a new form of mechanical life. She makes her way to the hangar and steals the shuttle. As she makes her way to the hangar steals the shuttle, Guy and the other Braves try to stop her. All of them suffer some matter of power drain. It's been determined that all matter, organic or inorganic, that comes in contact with this new creature ceases functioning. Or effectively dies. Sage 28. Itsuka Hoshi no Umi de. Someday in the Sea of Stars. We are about to lose my whole squad finna be fucked up. Anyway, I wasn't done reading that bit. Was I? No, I wasn't. With the Zen Master dead and all Zondar and Zondarians out of commission, what the fuck is going on? Even Orbit Base itself is losing power, and the target is headed back to the atmosphere bound straight for Tokyo. Apparently, she is out to mechanize the Earth. Mamoru and Galleon have sorted on their own to try to stop her. Taiga knows that they can't hack it alone and orders every machine that can be sorted stuffed into the Daiku module and set in pursuit. The usual Triple G kids, the childrens, are watching their doom plummet into Earth nearby, wondering if that was the comet that was supposed to have been passing by. Mamoru and Galleon are there in a fucking hurry to try to save everyone, asking Galleon to try to hold it down. Wait, for real? We play as Galleon. This was not noted. Alright. Oh, I was analyzing. We have Brave and Prevailable 4, Regular Ass Guts, Focus, Invincible, Hot Blood, Axel, Critical Rate plus 10%. Hey, reinforcements! Well, that's weird. Even the Dancouga itself has begun to falter under the Zonder's influence of draining all that energy. Many of my squads are fucked. Team Burning will continue to exist. Oh wait, no. Team Burning is different now. Sorry, Fa. Team Burning. Let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I still have plenty of groups. No, hold on. Hold on. Okay, things have been arranged. Right. We have to take the heal box. Y'all can sit today. Oh no, I need to hit hard. Alright, as the squad launched, Liger notes that 3 years ago, EI-01 seemed to have planted a totally new sort of seed in Mikoto's body. One which fuses the nervous system and bided its time while growing into an invincible life form safe even from the energy of the G-Stone. It is a new mechanical breed and surpasses even the primevals with its might. Really? Is this Triple G final? Buffetti send a few troops in, but why? All energy drained in a damn instant. Just how in the fuck are we supposed to deal with this some kind of energy vampire? Well, the answer, apparently, is snipe the hell out of it. Of course there's a person inside of it. But Amuro is fully aware that we have to stop that shit. We have to stop that thing first before it drains all energy from the entire world. And worry about the passenger after the fact. can't move the boat. Our skill point is to defeat this boss in 6 turns? 5 turns. So 4 turns from now. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. No barriers. Piddly, but we gotta do something. Not the worst. I do not have the advantage of 300 morale. Prevail, level 5. I'm sorry, what? That was supposed. Well, I was right about having to hit hard, but it's literally you get 1 chance. Good luck, fucker. With only Galleon and Stargal. Fuck right off? Okay, we've rearranged, reassessed. I came back a little too soon. This time maybe let's not forget to save. Alright. So, really, the hot shit here is 1. Don't attack on the first turn. Get over there. Arrange for support attacks, all the ilk. No. Beast mode. That's not what I wanted. Ah! So it's gonna have to be stuff like Stoner Sunshine into Dancouga. You can't even use spells. That's rude. Save. Yeah, I'll definitely have barriers and all that shit. Let's... Okay, no counters. Good. Okay. Da-da-da. Guy, barely able to move, sets out on the third turn. The Gal machines are all in bad shape, and it's doubtful that he can even bother with final fusion. But there is a way. Hit that Gygar. Put the various hero robots' AIs all into the Gal machines, giving them just enough guidance to combine. The souls and spirits of all the boys. As they combine, the Zonder attempts to intervene. But even Mamoru says, yeah, nah. No thanks. He reveals his identity to his classmates. Hana frankly feels her classmates in the Mamoru and Aiden has been protecting them from the Zonder this whole ass time. In which they switch opinions and start cheering for him. Yo, do it, Mamoru. Ike, Mamoru! And Guy's not gonna put his resolve to waste. Final fusion! Go! Guy! Guy! Final fusion complete, but he has 6 rounds of combat with the Zonder, and he must use them wisely. As Mamoru lies on the pavement exhausted from his attempts, a voice advises him that he's hurt. Don't fucking move. Just simmer there. Support from Bold Fog, Goldie Bog, Horyu, Mix Soundas. Oh no, not that's not Horyu, that's Choryujin. My bad. You have to get in there and smash all the faces. Alright, who's... Alright. What do you got? Alright, you need some morale. You get nothing. Damn. Just... Oh, wait. No, because I'm trying to hit him the hardest. What do you get for... 41. Alright, we can use Shinji. Burn bright, Shinji Ikari. Gotta go in hard. Guy, if I'm gonna try to make sense of all this shit, this guy goes in for the first attack. Is our culture what the problem is? Is it because we don't value things enough? Is it because if we throw everything away once we're done using it? Is that why this creature's trying to end the material world? Is this being which denies everyone's existence the devil or God himself? Alright, alright. That's one turn down. Enryu's down. Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, magnet children. Yeah, I gotta... This is the move. Yes. Drop that armor. Oh, sir. We'll take the hit. Yes. Now, are you immune to status? Combat would be trained! Pulling out. Alright, good. We dropped it. Excellent. Victory! Koji, do you? Support attack. Okay, it just didn't display it.
Yes! Let's burning justice! $10K. Nice! Prevail level 5. Drained. $16. Don't get shot down. How about that? Bruh. Sancho, get it together. I know you have snipe, but lad. Okay, I think that's within Shine Spark range. Withdraw. Speed up. Okay. Bruh! Real, please. You're about to go, so. Stay safe.
行くぞ貴様にも味わわせてやるゲッターの恐ろしさをなストラーサンシャ
Cleaned out. Okay. Sit there, please. Okay. Important work call. Sometimes it is important. Right. Big Dollars, Big X, GS Ride. Hell yeah, Big X. Let's go. Is that the fuck you? I land critical one? Pierce? Yeah, that's Pierce. Oh, Benkei got graffiti soul. Wait, no. Oh, dang it. Nope, that's Bonds. That's Beans. Bonds. Yo, that's important too. Kira gets Faith. Also Pierce, new type level 5, support attack level 2. Meaning Root didn't get Disturbance. We did skill point. Skill point? There it goes. Alright. We have defeated the Zondar. But, as is tradition with Zondar, the core is still very much alive. We have the core. We have Mikoto.
殺して早く私を殺して
Kai's energy continues to be drained.
お願い殺してあなたの手で早く
Might begs Guy to destroy her.
ミコト、今行く。待ってろ。
手遅れになる前に殺して。
死ぬ時は一緒だ。
Guy mutters that he'll be together with the person he loves when they both die.
ミコト、ごめんな。俺は一番大切な人さえ守れなかった。
He asks for her forgiveness for not being able to protect the person that he holds most dear.
カイ、
お前を愛してる。
As Guy tells her he loves her,
あなたを好きになってよかった。
she says that she's glad that she fell in love with him too.
もう離さない。ずっと一緒だ。
Unfortunately, a certain someone refuses to let that be what it be.
力を貸してくれ守るクーラティオテネリタースセクティオサルースコクトゥーラ
Mikoto gives Guy just enough power to perform the purification. But this is Super Robot Wars, baby!
私ガイ
It is also the miracle that is the King of Braves.
おかえりミコト
The result is an absolute miracle. Guy and Mikoto are both revived in new bodies. It seems that all the gods themselves have given Guy a new body as a reward for victory.
その体
神様が取っといてくれたらしい俺たちの勝利のご褒美としてミコトもう離さない
ガイ
Meanwhile, both Hazar and Yuri are on hand, with Hazar observing Yuri, who couldn't just leave shit be. Hazar's plan is to capture the other Zephiel priestess, that is, Yuri Gan-Eden. It's about then that Kusaha and Bullet show up thanks to Orbit Base's reactivation. They are asked to handle leading the civilian evacuation from the combat zone, which starts to go very badly. Kusaha and Bullet both sense Yuri and a lot of Imperial goons chasing after her. Among them, of course, fucking Ganlon. Ganlon asks Bullet if he's got a piece of... Bullet ferociously tells him that he's got no right to even ask if they've had any sort of relations, but Ganlon shakes his head and says that he figured Bullet couldn't handle a woman anyway, as sociable as he is. Ganlon tells Baran that these are the two people chosen by Ryu Ko'o and the ones who defied its master. Well, at least his enemies. Baran was hoping to cross swords with the pilots of Chokijin, but figures machines therein now would be no match for him. And Ganlon assures him that they are far tougher than they look. Though that may simply be because he's been holding back himself. Calico basically tells Ganlon to get busy fighting, which he will do if Calico recovers the person most precious to him. Great! Awesome! Cool! Good job! Well, on the one hand, I'm glad that nothing is different. I'm glad that I didn't lose Getter. But I'm not gonna go charging in head first. Hell no. Even the boat still can't move, goddamn. And that's why I didn't rush in. Sword cut! Sword cut! Sword cut! You had all the chance in the world to deflect that, my mans. Level up. Christ, come on. Well, the guide says kill enough bad guys, but I guess take enough hits? Fight enough bad guys? What? Bullet and Kusuha decide that they're going to just go straight for Ryoki. Fuck this shit, charge in. Unfortunately, that's a bad idea.
神の子、衣類を返してもらおうか。受けたまえ、放流の雷を。
You know, I keep hoping for something new. After getting hit, Ganlon feigns dismay that he has hurt his precious sacrifices. Bullet demands to know what Ganlon is planning to do with them, and he says, well, he only gives a fuck about Kusuha. Whatever. He has no need for Bullet at all. Not because he's not as strong a Psycho Driver as she is, but because he has no interest in hot-headed boys like him. Being a womanizer, of course. Ganlon says that if Bullet was a cute little girl, he might take her home in an instant. Calico tells Ganlon to just grab the two of them already. And Ganlon says that Bullet and Kusuha are quite in luck. Unlike during the War of Seals, they won't be split up this time. But rather than letting them get carried off, Daimon orders the Daikumaryu to ramming speed. Of course, before any of that can even happen, with Bullet trying to get past Ganlon to protect Kusaha, a voice from the shadows says that is his job today. Nope! Wrestle, faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to override your theme songs in a single track. Pops up out of nowhere, handily blowing Calico and Spectre out of the damn way, calling out to his Trombe to run, like his name suggests, like a fucking storm. He shows Ganlon a thing or two, leaving Ganlon to wonder what the real name of this oh-so-gallant interloper is. We saw the hell out of this animation. Fast forward it. Yow! The moves. Rossel says that for the time being he's no more and no less than Rostil Feinschmecker. But Ganlon says that he recognized Rossel's face, or more accurately, his ancestor's face. Ganlon knows that there are other guests here as well, that even Baran didn't notice at first. It is Sangar, whose massive sword is of great interest to Baran. Sangar proudly gives his name. Baran recognizes the sword that has cut down so many Imperial troops during this war. And Sangar seems impressed at Baran's full formal title, though Ganlon is finding the whole tableau far too testosterone-soaked for his liking. You know, two men having respect for battle. Valletta is also here, as is the rather steely-eyed Ryusei, ready to fuck it up and fight it out. Ace detects a response from Yuri? Azar also appears, noting that Yuri seems to have been intent on contacting the Alpha numbers. Ryusei immediately recognizes the destroyer of the SRX, and he's fucking furious. Azar is actually amused, having hoped that all that hatred and grief would have amplified Ryusei's powers. He feigns disappointment that he was so sadly mistaken. Well, Valletta has to tell him the coolest fucking... Call it! Saying that with his psychic powers currently gone, he has no way of defeating such a foe. Azar formally introduces himself to us, the Chosen Swords, as the man who will lead us all. He says that he lacks the time to explain to us now, since he's got other shit to do. Which is... grabbing Yuri. And when Ryusei tries to intervene... declined! Azar tells Yuri to come with them, that for the Balmar to become true rulers, they need the priestess of Zephield on their side. Yuri does not agree in the slightest, since she simply fucks right off. Azar seems a bit peeved now that the damn cycle drivers aren't going to make things easy for him. Ace begins tracking her psychic trail so Hazar can follow. Ganlon says he will go too since Ian is far more important to him than Bullet and Kusahar. Hazar really doesn't give a fuck and says to leave the rest of the Golar golems. Whatever, they can deal with this. As our squad demand to know what's going on, Hazar is even willing to give us a piece of information, much to Ganlon's great surprise. He tells us to try concentrating our surveillance particles in the M4 region near the center of the galaxy. We may hear a voice we'll find quite interesting. There is to be no immediate pursuit of Hazar and his goons, with more enemies still here. We have work to do. No, I don't need to go that far. Bonk. Hey, bless from Masato. Big Baradu! New type, level 5. Barriers. Y'all can't see me bouncing my head in this shit. Lift off. Come on, Pete. Oh, we don't have. Oh, because that's a combine. That's. Ah. I remember now. The combination attack with the Daikumari was in rolling start mode. I have regrets. Not to say they're taking a whole lot of damage, but they also started at half HP. Get chomped. Giant blade. Invincible. You know, the game, and to its credit, it accounted for this. The game probably did not expect at all that I was going to mow down the Zondar in one ass turn. Once the enemies are mopped up, Amuro demands an explanation of what Valletta and friends have been up to, as well as the business with the Empire and Udi. Valletta explains that Hazar and his Golar golems are after Udi. She's been conducting independent research on Ganiden ever since the frag down in the Garden of Paral, and searching for Udi ever since she went missing from Tesla Right. The girl we saw today was somehow different from the Udi that Bullet and Kusuhu remember, and the reason is the Golar golems. Rather, the Empire itself. She figures the Empire wants Udi's psychodriver powers for themselves. Valletta explains, for the benefit of those late to the party, people who might not have played previous alpha games, or OG games, psychodrivers are highly talented espers with various abilities including telekinesis, precognition, and even teleportation. These all-persons espers, ESPers, if combined into a system like Ganiden, can be the source of incredible power, as we saw when Udi tried to seal the Earth away. Kusuha, Bullet, Ryusei, Levi, Mai all have psychodriver power. And Sanshiro finds it a bit too coincidental that all these people should be somehow connected to the alpha numbers. My mans. You're also telekinetic. My man, that's not that weird. Valletta says that the statement applies to all people with special powers gathered here. Called him! Far too many to be a blind coincidence. Armor's aware that certain strings were pulled to put the alpha numbers together, but with stuff like Ideon thrown in from out of the blue, there has to be some kind of underlying will behind it all. I wonder, and I'll see what I can't do with this. この世界には人の運命を司る何らかの直接的な律。神の手が存在するのだろうか。少なくとも人々は自分の意思さえ自由にはできない。Place the quote for a gold star and a sword to rival Saunders. Alright, I'm gonna slap this shit into Google Translate. So, here, let me... I'm not gonna get in trouble if I play this.
少なくとも人は自らの意志さえ自由にはできない。
In this world, is there some kind of transcendental law that controls a person's fate? Does the hand of God really exist? At least people, even by his own will, cannot be free. It's a fucking quote from Berserk. It is to say, is there really some manner of cosmic law governing everything? Truly? Which, the author, you know, that was good. Good call. And placed the quote for a gold star on a sword to rival Songer's. Yeah, the guts. Alright, cool. We did it. My headphones are done. Let me plug them in real quick. Jesus. Still waiting for, as of recording, my new headphones to come in. The story on that sucks shit. Anyway, a good question is why Uni keeps running from us. It seems doubtful that she's still under control of the artificial god since we've gone and thoroughly trashed it. Ross still suspects that there's another one left somewhere in the world and plans to take Zonga to keep tabs on what Ideon and the Golar Golems are up to. Our real marvels at how our changing history has caused Zonga, once our bitter enemy, to become such a powerful ally. And with a big sword. There he goes. As though reading his thoughts, Songer tells Armor that he was awakened from the slumber where the Earth Cradle by the Subterraneans attack. Unfortunately, in the ensuing battle, the Earth Cradle's cold sleep facilities were mostly ruined. Songer says that he had lost faith in what would have been the future, but now believes that a new future is his to help build, as long as he fulfills his duty as the sword that cleaves evil. As for Valletta, she wants to accompany our forces and research the Golar Golems. She suspects that Iuri will appear before us again, and plans to keep Ryusei with her as the best course of action for him for now. It seems like good news that Iuri is still alive and well, though being pursued by the bad guys. But Kusa is anything but her usual smiling self. She finally bursts out, saying that neither she nor Iuri is what our people think they are, and runs the fuck away. Oh shit. That was backwards. I apologize if this is redundant, but sneezing fits and all that. Sometimes I can't stop it. Shit. Fuck. I'm gonna start from high school. He reasons that unlike most Pilots here, Kusa didn't start piloting because she wanted to, but like Shinji and Kira, she was sort of forced to by circumstance. First time Kusa boarded the Gungras back in Alpha was to protect their high school, in fact. She was forced by the government to join our squad to keep her psychic powers a secret from the general public, and although she's got too much stiff upper lip to bemoan it much, it's been pretty rough time on her this whole time. She runs off crying. Koji figures that Kusa is sympathizing very strongly with Iri, who's arguably had an even rougher time under similar circumstances due to being chosen by Ganiden. Thus, here, Bullet finds Kusa crying in a room. She tearfully says that she has to go back and apologize, but Bullet is sure that Koji and the others completely understand. After a moment, Kusa asks Bullet why he thinks psychic powers exist. If not for them, Ryusei and Aya would be fine. Iri would have gone through hell with Ganiden. Bullet says that psychic power, air quote psychic, is the power of will, to stronger or weaker or different in manifestation depending on the individual. Just about everyone has it. Okay? The power of will couldn't be abolished even if people wanted it to. That's why we have stands. Bullet knows how Kusa feels, but says that if not for their power, they never would have met their friends in the Alpha numbers, or the Chokijin. Kusa persists, saying that their power only makes people unhappy, including Bullet, when he was being controlled by Ganiden. Now, angry. Does her face change? A little bit. Kusa wishes that all this Psycho Driver bullshit would just go the fuck away, and all the people who try to use it for their own end as well. Somewhere off in the Pacific, Azar drops in to see his guests in protective custody from all the primitive inhabitants of this planet. He professes to Rulia that this is imprisonment, just oversight. Very excessive oversight. He regrettably tells Armana that he can't permit her outside onto enemy soil while his men are on special assignment. Azar is actually afraid that if he lets the princess roam around, his actions here on Earth could reach the ears of the Spirit Emperor. He excuses himself, and Armana rapidly sheds all pretense of politeness. She is, in fact, pissed as hell at how Hazar is treating her, saying that if he's trying to use her, he ought to just tell her so up front. She asks Rulia if there's any way out of here, saying that she hasn't got much time left, and there won't be another chance. Rulia is much aggravated to hear that, but Armana tells her that she's not resenting the fate that awaits her, rather, she's overjoyed by it. And she knows her request is going to make a lot of trouble for Rulia and the others, but she really does want to see the wild world outside with what life she has left, before being offered up to the Zephiels. Next time, we get a bunch of Braves back. Probably? Nope, let's take a look. Are the Braves back yet? No, but we have the Argun and the Arbredo custom. Next time, antics. Good night, Space Lords.